Hello students, welcome to West Bengal English Medium Guide. Today I will provide you the exercise and some inside question answers from chapter Life with Uncle Cain. This is from class 6 English Communicate with Cambridge course book. And one more thing, I just inform you that I provided the link of Quora in the description box. If you need any notes, then you can send me the link of the chapter on that link, okay? And if you have any queries, then please let me know in the comment box. So let's start Life with Uncle Cain. At first we have some word meanings from the chapter. Casting, throwing or falling upon something. Outhouse, a small building that is separated from the main building. Couldn't stand, strongly disliked someone or something. Siesta, a period of rest in the afternoon in some hot countries. Eccentric, unconventional and slightly strange. Now we move to the exercise. Number A, choose the right options to complete these sentences. Refer to the story to check how many correct answers you have got. Number 1, Granny was the best cook in the world as far as the narrator was concerned because answer is number A, she cooked all that he loved to eat. Number 2, Granny's nephew, Uncle Cain, came to visit her. Answer is number A, whenever he was out of a job. Now it's time to give you the answers. Number B, answer the questions. Number 1, who were the people who lived with Granny? There was a gardener Dhuki and his son Mohan. There was Aya, an elderly helper, and a Siamese cat with bright blue eyes, and a mongrel dog called Crazy, and there was Uncle Cain, narrator's Granny's nephew. Number 2, who was Crazy? Why was he called Crazy? Crazy was a mongrel dog. He was called Crazy because he ran circles round the house. Number 3, according to the narrator, who was the best cook in the world? According to the narrator, his granny was the best cook in the world. Now, RTC, that means reference to the context. Number 1, what do you mean, duck again? You haven't had duck since you were here last month. Number A, who said this and why? The above extract has been taken from the story Life with Uncle Cain by Ruskin Bond. Here, the above words have been spoken by Uncle Cain. He said this because he expected more variety of food from Granny. Number B, which particular dish had been served? Roast duck had been served. Number 2, I wish he was someone else's uncle. I said, who is I? Name the uncle being spoken about here. I is the grandson of Ellen. Cain is the uncle being spoken about here. Number B, why did the speaker have a wish like that? The speaker had a wish like that because the presence of Uncle Cain always annoyed him. Now, number D, think and answer. Number 1, why did Uncle note down the comments made by her grandson about her dishes? She wrote down the comments because they were useful when she made the dish again and tried them out on others. They would help her improve her dish quality. Number 2, how did Uncle Cain and the narrator irritate each other while eating? Uncle Cain had taken the 2 large helpings of the roasted duck and ate before even the narrator get at it. Hence, the narrator also, in revenge, took all the applesauce, which was Cain's favorite one. Okay, now number 3, why did Granny think Uncle Cain was crazy? Uncle Cain used to irritate Ruskin Bond in many ways, although he was not his age, but always did strange things. That was quite childish. So, Granny thought Uncle Cain was crazy. Number 4, how had The town called Dehradun changed with time. The town had changed with time. Dehradun had grown into a big city with new buildings, markets, offices, etc. E. Write a few lines about the relationship between Uncle Cain and the narrator. This is the very important question from this chapter. Most important question from this chapter. The narrator Ruskin Bond was the grandson and Uncle Cain was the nephew of Granny. So they were relatives to each other, but they used to irritate each other. Their relation was not so good and healthy. Uncle Cain did not praise Granny's dishes. That is why the narrator did not like him, as he was a great fan of his Granny's cooking. So the narrator always found to get chance to make Uncle Cain nervous. Okay, now there are some objectives in the book. Number A, underline the subordinating conjunctions in these sentences. Discuss your answers with your teacher. Number 1, in this sentence, when I came home from boarding school, I would spend about a month with Granny. Here, when is the answer, that is subordinating conjunctions. Number 2, if Granny was the best cook in the world, I must have the boy with the best appetite. If. Number 3, Granny was glad to have me because she lived alone most of the time. Here, because is the answer. Number 4, whenever Granny tried out a new recipe on me, she would wait for my comments and reactions. Whenever is the answer. Next, number B, read the sentences below, then fill in the blanks with suitable subordinating conjunctions. Number 1, you can go and play after you finish your homework. Number 2, she hasn't seen her mother since she left Kochi. Number 3, Hamid went to the shop because he wanted to buy tomatoes. Number 4, I don't drink coffee as it keeps me awake. Number 5, Javed studied hard for the exam, but Sunil watched the television continuously. Next, work in pairs to complete the sentences, choosing suitable options from the box. Check your partner's answer. So here are some words in the box and you have to choose the answers to fill in the blanks. Okay. Number 1, Bhuvan wants to be a deep sea diver. Number 2, we should only use lead-free fuel in our cars. Number 3, I have in an English-speaking country. Number 4, I have applied for a 3-week leave. Number 5, Pele is a world-famous player. Number 6, that was a record-breaking jump. Okay, so these are the exercise question answers from this chapter. Now we will discuss the inside question answers from the chapter. Number 1, why the kitchen was fabulous to the writer. The kitchen was the favorite corner of the writer as his grandmother was a great cook and she made many delicious dishes for the writer or his grandson. He enjoyed the food very much, so the kitchen was fabulous to the writer. Number 2, what kind of food did grandmother make? Grandmother prepared many delicious things like cakes and curries, chocolate fudge and peanut toffee jellies and jam tarts, meat pies, stuffed turkeys, stuffed chickens and stuffed eggplants. Okay, number 3, what was the surname of grandmother? The surname of grandmother was Clark. Number 4, where did grandmother live? 2 generations of Clark means grandmother's family lived in India and had settled in a small town in the foothills, just where the Great Plain ended and the Himalayan began. The name of the city was Dehradun. Number 5, where was Granny's house? How did it look? Granny's house was on the outskirts of the town on Old Survey Road. It was a bungalow which was very big and spreading in all directions. In the ground there were many fruit trees like mangoes, lychees, guavas, bananas, papayas, lemons. There was room for all of them, including a giant jackfruit tree casting its shadow on the walls of the house. Number 6, who was Mohan? Mohan was the son of Dhuki, who was the gardener of Granny. Number 7, who was Uncle Cain? Uncle Cain was the nephew of grandmother. Okay. Numbers 8. When did Uncle Cain come to stay with Granny? Uncle Cain used to stay whenever he was out of a job or when he felt like enjoying some Granny's cooking. Number 9. Why was Granny glad to have the author? Granny was a great cook. Her hobby was cooking, but she didn't enjoy cooking for herself. She loved to cook for someone, so she was glad to have her grandson as he also enjoyed the food. Number 10. Which was Granny's special dish? Roast duck. Number 11. Which job had Uncle Ken lost? Railway guard. Number 12. Which job was Granny offering to Uncle Cain? Granny offered a job to Uncle Cain as an assistant master of Padri Lal's Academy for Small Boys. Number 13. Why didn't Uncle Cain uh, like the job what Granny offered him? Uncle Cain disliked small boys strongly as they made him nervous. He couldn't handle the kids. Number 14. What were the common and uncommon things between Uncle Cain and Ruskin Bond? Uncle Cain and Ruskin Bond, both of them have tremendous appetite. Now, we will discuss the uncommon things. But Uncle Cain was a thankless person who never praised Granny's cooking, and Ruskin Bond was always ready to praise Granny for her efforts. Number 15. Why was Ruskin Bond annoyed with Uncle Cain? Uncle Cain never praised Granny's cooking, so Ruskin Bond was annoyed with him and enjoyed making him feel nervous. Number 16. Whom dance music did Uncle Cain used to listen to? Uncle Cain used to listen to Glenn Miller and his swing band. Okay. Now these are some inside word meanings from the chapter. Pantry, a small room where food is kept. Fabulous, wonderful. Clark's surname of Granny. Rambling, something very big and spreading in all direction. Outskirt, boundary. Tremendous appetite, huge hunger. Stepfather, non-biological father. Appreciated, praised. Annoyed, angry. Large helpings, great amount of food. Even, equal, rich, white, popular. Okay, so these are the inside and exercise question answers from the chapter Life with Uncle Cain, class 6, Cambridge book. Okay, again I just remind you that I have provided the link of Quora in the description box. If you need any notes from any chapters from any subjects, you can share the chapters on that link. Okay, that's all for today. See you soon with a new video. Till then, take care and bye.